This is a warning. I get very, very excited talking about goals and stuff, so you've been warned. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Griffin. This is Griffin Projects, and boy, do I really love this light. The light is just so much softer. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just nice. What a nice upgrade. This light was a gift from my mom, which that's her way of supporting the channel and this whole project that I'm doing with YouTube, which I am so appreciative of, to have such a supportive family, especially after last year, which was arguably, like I was saying in Vlogmas, probably one of the hardest years that I've endured ever. At any rate, this is going to be a pretty quick video because it's just going to be a rundown of last year's resolutions and basically how much I failed at them. And that's kind of hard for me to admit because that's just not something that I really like. Of course, who likes it? Being an entrepreneur and getting to the level that I've gotten to in my 20s and into my 30s and stuff like that, it's just really, really frustrating when you have a year where you just did not do well. And I mean, I would love to blame it all on the pandemic, and believe me, there is some blame to be placed there. But overall, some of these things were things that I could easily have done even from the comfort of my home or my shop or whatever, and it just didn't happen for whatever reason. Anyway, let's get to them. Number one, which has been the number one in my resolution for the last several years, is get back into athletic shape. Now, that's definitely something that did not happen, unfortunately. I have a problem with food. There's just no doubt about it. Didn't happen. So this year is the year that I really get that under control again. I've done it before. I actually did a whole Vlogmas episode talking to that, so I'll go ahead and link it up here somewhere. The second one is read 15 pages of a book a day. Now, I did do okay with this one. It was not every day, but I did finish 3 or 4 books, which, I mean, it could have been better. We'll come back to that one. The third one is launch my YouTube channel. Now, I previously was on YouTube and a different channel talking about different topic and whatever. If you find it, well, there you go. You get to enjoy that because that was a long time ago. At any rate, this channel was one of my big resolutions to get launched. I did launch it in early 2020, but then the pandemic hit and then I had to stay inside and all this stuff. Anyway, we did restart the channel in December for Vlogmas, which I'm still really proud that I did. And we're going to come back to this when I do the 2021 resolutions, which I'll do after this. The next one was grow my businesses and do 3 new business projects that year. And basically, that did not happen. My business basically took a big crap during the pandemic. Slowly but surely been doing better in the last few months, which is fantastic. But again, I'll come back to that one. The last one, which I did do, is order from Amazon less and start ordering from small businesses or more local businesses. And I did do that. I used to order from Amazon nearly every day. I no longer do that. In fact, I will really go out of my way to not order from Amazon. For instance, when I like to do sourdough bread, I like to use really nice flour. There is actually a lot of really nice flour on Amazon. It would be so much easier to do that, but instead I drove nearly 2 hours south of Chicago to get stone ground flour locally. Stuff like that, I think, it's a little over the top, I'm not gonna lie, but the bread that it makes is freaking awesome, and everything else that I've used that flour in, also really, really awesome. And the last one was to enjoy Chicago more, which meant going out and enjoying Chicago. Well, obviously because of the pandemic, I did not do that one very well. In fact, I've pretty much just been looking at Chicago for the last several months through my windows. Now let's move on to 2021's resolutions. That's right, I'm putting them out there. You keep me accountable. I'm gonna keep myself accountable. I'm gonna do my damnedest, okay? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Number one is my schedule has been all over the place. Working from home is literally what I've been doing since I got out of high school. And I feel like for the first several years when I was getting my businesses off the ground, I did really well with my schedule. After like a short detour as a CTO of a company and all this stuff, whatever, I've just never really got my schedule back in like tip-top shape. It's pretty much been like sprint working. It's something that it gets the work done, but I feel like it's so inefficient the way that I work sometimes. I mean, it's efficient in the way that things do get done quickly, but it's just more stressful. And so what I would really like to do is not do that this year. I want to wake up every day at 6:30 and I want to like get my ass out of bed and get moving for the day. So that's what I'm going to do. But then I want to work out and then get in the shower and get ready for the day, all that stuff. After that, I want to sit down and read for like 10 or 15 minutes just to kind of get my bearings, get my brain moving and all that stuff. That could also be swapped out for doing Duolingo. And then I'm going to do Cash's Walk. Cash's Walk is about an hour or so. And then I cook her some food or I give her some of the pre-cooked food that I make and all that every single day. Now that usually happens from the time that I wake up till sometime around noon right now, but I want it to have a distinct time and I want it to happen at that time every day. And that's what we're gonna do with this schedule. And then it goes on to work and so on and so forth. But I basically want to adhere to that schedule at least weekday. The second resolution for 2021 is to get back into athletic shape. Now that includes working out nearly every day or every day in some form or fashion, and make sure that my eating is like on point. And that's something that I'm definitely going to do this year. I've talked about it in a prior Vlogmas episode. We all know what that entails, means limiting the amount of food that I'm eating the right food that I'm supposed to be eating. These are like, it's just going to happen, okay? At any rate, number 3 is about this channel. That's right, Griffin Projects, is that I want to be posting to Griffin Projects 3 times a week, minimum. So far this year, I've posted every day, which is something that I'm going to keep doing as long as there's something worthy of posting. So 3 times a week. If you like this content, I really appreciate a like or comment down below. Let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram. Or even better would be if you know someone else that would like this content, if you shared it, that would be absolutely awesome as well. I'm gonna start compartmentalizing some of my projects into playlists. I'm gonna have, like the weight loss journey as a playlist, woodworking as a playlist, electronics and lighting and stuff like that in a playlist, and so on and so forth. Maybe some tech stuff. So I'm very, very excited about that. This is held over from last year, is read 15 pages per day. It's so easy to do. I don't know why that I constantly fall off with it. I think it's mainly because I end up not liking the book I'm reading. There's a saying in business that's like hire fast, fire fast, meaning like hire people fast, and if you don't like them, fire them fast. I think I should do that with books, because sometimes I kind of hang out with a book for like 60, 100, whatever, and then I'm just like, ugh, and it's a struggle at that point. What I think I need to do is, the second I start feeling that way, I just need to fire that book and move on to the next one. I would love to put down like 12 to 14 books this year. Maybe to keep myself accountable, we'll talk about the books here on this channel for like one video that day or something like that. I think that'll be good, because then it'll keep me accountable to myself. And if you've read the book, you can comment and tell me what you think about it too. And lastly is probably the one that I'm most excited about. I've had a certain business idea for the last year or so. And last year I just didn't think it was a good year to launch it. And I didn't get a chance to really do that business. So what I'm gonna do is move it to this year. It involves kind of the shop, and it involves some like technology stuff, and well, I'm very excited about it. And in fact, there's more about this coming up in the next couple weeks. So you have to make sure to subscribe, because I just want to talk about it right now, but I can't, because this is about, resolutions. I think resolutions like are fun, because like I've always been about goals, and I've always like went after them, usually with some gusto, but it just seems the last few years it's just been kind of a long slog for me. And you know what? No more excuses. I'm gonna get this crap handled. It's definitely something that I look forward to this year. That's it. So maybe what I should ask from you is, do you have like a New Year's resolution? I know a lot of people don't like actually making resolutions, which is fine, but is there something that you're like super looking forward to this year? I mean, other than hopefully a vaccine and life returning to some sort of normalcy. I mean, beyond like the very obvious, like, is there something that you're looking forward to this year? I would love to hear it. Like, I am a total goal, like, fanatic. I love to hear everyone's goals. I love to hear what you are looking forward to this year. So make sure you leave them down in the comments below, or you can DM me on Instagram as well. I'm really excited for this year. So I'm starting my new schedule tomorrow. My brain is percolating. 2021 is, I don't want to say it's going to be the best year yet, but it's definitely going to be better than last year. That's it for today. So make sure if you like the video, make sure you like it down below. That lets me know that you liked the video or the content of the video. It also lets YouTube know that they should share it. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, you want to share with me your resolutions, make sure you do that also down below, because I would love to read them. And I'm not bullshitting you. Like, I really want to hear your resolutions or goals or what you're looking forward to in 2021. Other than that, I would say subscribe to the channel. I already mentioned, but if you know someone that would also like these videos, I would really appreciate if you shared me with them and asked them to subscribe as well. That would really help me out, and I would be so appreciative of that. Whew, whew. Did I breathe at all in this video? I feel like I've been talking a mile a minute. I think I'm just really excited. Like, all this stuff just gets me going. And with that being said, I will see you tomorrow.